A couple days ago, I went to the movie theater and saw The Substance, a film directed by Coraline Fargate, starring Demi Moore alongside Margaret Qualley. As far as I'm aware, there seemed to be very little advertising for this film, relative to its box office competition, with it being primarily spread through word of mouth and praises on social media. The story begins when a female celebrity, who's known for her beauty, turns 50 years old. She's told by her boss, the man who runs the network, who's not so subtly named Harvey, played by Dennis Quaid, that she's too old to be the face of her own show and they need some young blood at the network. After getting in a car accident and ending up at the doctor's office, Elizabeth Sparkle, Demi Moore's character, is given some information about the substance from a young doctor, the substance being a black market drug/beauty product that duplicates your cells and creates a younger version of yourself, which leads Elizabeth Sparkle to create Sue, who's played by Margaret Qualley. Every week she's supposed to transfer her consciousness back and forth, but complications arise when she neglects the balance and prioritizes Sue. I knew very little about this film going into it, but I'm really glad I took the risk because it was one of the most mind-blowing theater experiences I've had in a very long time. If you at all enjoy body horror, or slightly on the nose, social commentary, then you'll probably enjoy it a good deal. However, this video isn't just about the substance, but I bring it up because on the drive home from the theater, it got me thinking about all the reasons why I adore body horror as a genre, despite many being repulsed and even sickened by it. Though the roots of the subgenre can be traced back to gothic fiction of the late 18th and early 19th century, it emerged as a cinematic genre through the 50s science fiction B-movies like The Blob and The Fly. As most fans of the genre know, it was popularized in the late 70s and throughout the 80s by various filmmakers, with the figurehead for the movement being writer-director and fellow Canadian David Cronenberg. Since then, the genre has expanded in ways both good and bad, both inside and outside of cinema. Since the dawn of advertising, unrealistic beauty standards have been shoved in our faces. Corporations have been selling us lies of idealized bodies, so we can buy their product with the false hope that we too can look like near-perfect supermodels. Social media has only amplified this problem, with things like eating disorders increasing significantly since the pre-internet days. For women, this may be through filters and photoshops displaying a distorted, Barbie-like view of those they look up to. For men, this occurs with toxic alpha male gym bro culture rampant with undisclosed use of steroids. And for transgender people, with both the constant ridicule of people who are supposed to be their peers, as well as legitimate safety concerns, due in part to the violent fascist rhetoric social media algorithms have allowed to flourish. Though we could bicker all day about who has it the worst, it is indisputable that there isn't a single group that goes unaffected by the distortion promoted by both traditional media and the internet. Although the correlation may not be as direct for everything in the body horror subgenre, for the substance, the way we view ourselves is essentially the film's thesis statement. In an era where everybody has body image issues, not only is body horror an entertaining genre, but an important one. We are all humans, and humans are frankly pretty fucking gross. We all bleed, we all barf, we all shed skin and shed hair, but not all of us grow old, and although aging may seem disturbing and grotesque, it's better than the alternative. I love body horror because it's the most extreme, visceral version of this in art. When you watch The Substance, you are forced to confront the media's unrealistic beauty standards and our societal fear of aging. When you watch The Thing, you're forced to confront the terror of not knowing who to trust. And when you watch The Fly, you're forced to confront the physical and mental deterioration that occurs when we are ill, as well as the heartbreaking effect it has on our loved ones. On the surface, body horror is high-concept science fiction, but at its core, body horror is inherently human. And especially when the relationship between human experience and the creation as art is treated seriously as a debate, I consider the genre as a beacon of hope. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and take the cinephile pill.